Yo, what is up guys? It's here with a video, and today I am going to be ranking the top 10 most hated or top 10 worst skins, whatever you want to call it, like basically just top 10 worst skins in Fortnite. But today actually it's not going to be my opinion. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the website here where basically everybody can go in and vote for like the skins and gave them ratings out of 5, and these are the top 10 with the worst ratings. So basically they're the worst skins in Fortnite and the most hated, and that's basically it, and let's get started. Alright, so coming in the number 10 spot now for being in the 10th most hated, let's just call it worst skins because that's like easier to say. So the 10th worst skin in Fortnite, we have the Mullet Marauder. And I gotta say, I don't completely agree with this. I don't think it's a great skin, but I think it's not a bad skin. I definitely think it's a decent skin, and yeah, I think it's a quite good male skin actually. I think there's a lot worse skins. I do not think it should be this low. Plus, it's like kind of my color, so I like it for that also. But even if it was like green, something like that, I still think it's a quite decent skin. But it's definitely not a great one, but still quite decent. Okay, in the number 9 spot now we have the Radiant Striker, and this is definitely a bad skin. I definitely do think so, but like the 9th worst, I don't really agree with that. I think there's like a worse skins. Even I really do think this is a bad skin. I think so, but it's just not that bad. Like it's not the 9th worst skin. It's bad, but not that bad. Just basically that's my opinion at least. Tell me what you think. I think it's a bad skin, but there's a lot of worse skins. Okay, in the number 8 spot now though, we have the Aerobic Assassin. This one I definitely disagree on. This is probably my favorite skin on this list, and I think it is actually a good skin. I used to hate it, but now I do think this is a good skin, and it's also like my colors is the pink and the blue. It has some purple also, but otherwise it's like kind of my colors, like the pink and blue. But even without that, I think it's a good skin. The only thing that I really don't like about it is the hair. I think that's just way too big. I think it's just like the hair doesn't fit in Fortnite on this character, but otherwise I think it's a really cool skin. I definitely do think this is probably one of the one of the best skins in Fortnite. Like not top 10 probably, but it's a really good skin. I think definitely shouldn't be like the number 8th worst skin in Fortnite. Definitely don't think so. Okay, but in the number 7 spot now though, we have the Heavy Cat. And oh no, the Hackavet. Sorry, I said that wrong. But the Hackavet in the number 7 spot, and this one is alright skin. I think it's like as good as the Mullet Marauder. It's a decent skin, especially for being like a male skin, because like most of them are worse. But it's not a great skin, definitely not. But it's definitely not this bad. There's like skins like there's some skins in Fortnite that just basically just the default, but with some colors, and the colors are just super bad. So this is quite an okay skin at least. I think it's a decent skin. Definitely don't think it should be this low ranked. Okay, in the next spot now we have the Steel Sight. This I agree with this one actually. I really do. I think it's a terrible skin. It's not a default, and some detail and everything, but I do think this is a terrible skin. Like I don't know why you would like the skin. I really do think it's a bad skin. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's just bad in my opinion. Okay, but in the number 5 spot now though, we have the Backbone. And I agree on this. It's a bad skin. Like if you're like a lot into motorbiking and stuff like that, it might be a good skin, but I think it's a bad skin. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about, like, I don't have a lot to say about skins I don't like, because I just don't like them. I can't really explain super much why. I just think it doesn't fit and it is a bad skin. In the next spot now though, we have the Bendy, and it's in the number 4 spot. And this I think it's not this bad. Like, it's a bad skin, but it's not this bad. It still is a very funny skin and it's a meme skin, so I think it should be ranked like higher just because of that. I do think it's worse. There's worse skins in Fortnite, but I still do think it's a bad skin. Okay, in the number 3 spot now though, we have the Riot. And yeah, I can agree with this. It's a bad skin. I do think so. I think the mohawk looks kind of weird. It's like just so big, and yeah, I just think it's like quite bad with the color schemes and everything. It's yeah, it's just quite a bad skin. In the number 2 spot now though, we have the Masked Fury, and I don't think it should be this bad. Even though it's a bad skin, I still do think it's an interesting one and quite creative. I like the colors. I think it's quite like a cool mix of colors, and so like it's supposed to like look like a wrestler, even though it definitely doesn't look like a wrestler. But I still do think it's a cool skin. I think it's a cool idea, like a wrestler in Fortnite. So I give it like a high ranking for that, what I would say. But since this is not my opinion, everybody seems to hate this skin, like the second worst skin in Fortnite from players' opinion. And maybe I should be telling you guys like how many votes they have and everything. This one has like rating 1.6 out of 5 stars. So that's just really bad with like 1,300 votes. So yeah, a lot of players really don't like the skin. But ladies and gentlemen, now we have the spot we've all been waiting for. The most hated / worst skin in Fortnite. From players' opinion, we have the Twisty. And I wouldn't say this is this bad. It's a meme skin and it is bad, but yeah, I just wouldn't think it's like this bad. Even though it really is a bad skin, like the worst skin should be like just a brown default with just like the completely brown clothing. I just think that would be like a worse skin or stuff like that. It's like a very boring skin, but this is still like a funny meme skin, so I wouldn't say it's the worst skin in Fortnite, but that's what players think, and I definitely do think it's a bad skin. So I kind of agree and I kind of don't agree. But yeah, that's been it for today's video. If you enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, take care.